Uniforms bring uniformity for students, for police personnel, for armed forces, for doctors, for security guards, and so on. What does it do? It eliminates the social, economical, cultural, and political differences as well as disparities and brings the sense of unity and helps them identify themselves as a single entity. Will the uniformity in personal laws act in the same way? That's what we are going to discuss today. Hello and welcome to What is This? Recently, the Uniform Civil Code, abbreviated as UCC, has been implemented in Uttarakhand, making it the first state in India to put this law into effect. So, what is Uniform Civil Code? The UCC is a uniform set of personal laws applicable to all citizens irrespective of their religion. They can be any religion, but their personal laws comes under a single umbrella. As like civil and criminal laws, the personal laws too becomes uniform for all of them. What spheres it covers? This Uniform Civil Code will govern and regulate the laws relating to marriage, divorce, live-in relationships, succession, inheritance and other matters which are related to them. Let's discuss their important features one by one. First one, registration of marriages become mandatory. While marriage rituals can be performed under any religious customs or legal provisions, marriages should be registered within 60 days. Second one, it standardized the legal marriage age for men and women. The minimum age of marriage across religions will be 21 years for men and 18 years for women. This aims to ensure that the individuals can complete their education before they get married. Third one, the registration of live-in relationships will be mandatory. Here, live-in relationships should be registered, but for live-in relationships involving individuals under the age of 21 years, the parental consent is made mandatory. If you are above 21 and in live-in relationship, you can register by your own. But if your age is less than 21, then parental consent is necessary in order to register your live-in relationship. Failure to declare the live-in relationships or providing false information could land a person in jail for 3 months or attract a fine of Rs 25,000 or may attract both. It also states that even a month's delay in registration could trigger a jail term of up to 3 months, a fine of 10,000 rupees or both. Fourth one, the new law aims to ensure equality among communities in terms of inheritance rights too. It recognizes children born out of live-in relationships as a legitimate child of the couple and ensures that they too get equal rights in inheritance. Both sons and daughters will be referred to as child, erasing any form of gender differences. Fifth one, the UCC creates a simplified framework for the creation, cancellation and modification of wills as well as supplementary documents known as codicils under testamentary succession. Codicil is an instruction that is added to a will, for example a document stating what should be done with a person's possession after his death. And testamentary succession is the process of passing down a person's property and belongings to their chosen heirs after they die. It is also known as the right of inheritance. Sixth one, any soldier, Air Force personnel engaged in an expedition or actual warfare or a mariner at sea can make a privileged will for which rules have been kept flexible. A privileged will can be made in writing or by word of mouth. If the testator dies before the will is prepared, the instruction can be considered the will. Even a half-completed will is valid if it was not abandoned. Seventh one is about the divorce grounds. In UCC, the reasons and grounds for divorce for husband and wife are the same. This means that the husband can now give divorce to his wife and the wife can also demand divorce on the same basis. Apart from these, it also prohibits child marriage, triple talaq, polygamy and halala across all communities. Nikah halala is a practice in which a woman, after being divorced by her husband by triple talaq, marries another man, consummates the marriage and gets divorced again in order to be able to remarry her former husband. The UCC prohibits this. Then, who are all comes under this UCC? Now, the UCC is implemented in Uttarakhand. So, in Uttarakhand, the Act applies to the entire state and is also effective on the residents of the state living outside Uttarakhand also. Is there any exceptions? If yes, then who are all exempted? Scheduled tribes. Scheduled tribes and protected authority empowered persons and communities are exempted from the parameters of UCC. According to the state's Chief Minister Mr. Pushkar Singh Dhami, the rationale given for the law is that it will bring about uniformity in the society and ensure equal rights and responsibilities for all the citizens. He also said, UCC is just an offering made by a state in the great yagya being performed by the Prime Minister to make the country a developed, organized, harmonious and self-reliant nation. An online portal also has been launched by the Uttarakhand government which will be available for use by the citizens to register their marriages, divorces, succession rights, live-in relationships and their termination. Indian Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi too had said that the UCC is already in place in the state of Goa and everyone is living happily there. He further emphasized that even the Indian Constitution has mentioned the implementation of UCC. Yes, the UCC aligns with Article 44 of Directive Principles of State Policy of the Indian Constitution, which calls for a uniform civil code across the country. Already, the state of Goa is having UCC, but the version of the place in Goa is the Portuguese Civil Code of 1867. Under this code, people belonging to all religions in Goa are subject to the same laws on matters like marriage, divorce and succession. Goa continued to follow the code even after its liberation in 1961. On the other hand, Uttarakhand brought the bill into realization, making it the first state to officially adopt a uniform civil code. Like any other law, it is also facing both acceptance and opposition from various corners. So, we have to wait and watch whether it will stand the test of the time, especially in a country like India, which is known for its diversity. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.